Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Apologies, I'm unwell, so I may sound like I'm in a bit of a fishbowl, hence why this video has got out late. But yeah, I will do the best I can. Please be aware also that viewer discretion is advised and that everything in this video is a speculation based on what I've found online, but we will be going through some very sensitive and possibly triggering topics, so if this sounds like it may not be suitable for yourself, you may want to turn off now. Please bear with me, by the way, because this is my first YouTube video, so my microphone isn't the greatest. Remember to please be nice in the comments and don't spread any hate. With all that aside, please let's get into it and go for the deep dive. So today we're going to be talking about Nicholas Prosper and the tragic incident that happened on Friday the 13th of September 2024 in Luton. Okay, so let's start from the first online presence that we can find of him, which is his YouTube channel, Laura B. The very first video is nothing out of the ordinary that you would expect from a typical teenage boy. A manga video with some Japanese music. It all seems harmless. This video was uploaded 2 years ago, leading me to assume that maybe he had a dream to become a YouTuber, streaming anime mixed with nice Japanese music. Honestly, I personally saw nothing wrong with this video, but if you know any otherwise, please let me know in the comments. Then there is a fair break in when he uploads his next video, which would be titled WPD Ban, in which he would discuss why he was banned from a site which, after doing some research, I found it's a site where people post what looks like illegal, uncensored content of really gruesome acts, and I would not really recommend anyone visit this site, as to be honest, I clicked straight away from it once I seen what it entailed, and it really shouldn't be encouraged, and it shouldn't be available on the normal web, to be honest. I was surprised I could find it without having to go on the deep web. You expect things like this to be on the dark web, which he does mention in one of his videos, which he says a Tor browser is needed to access certain things on your phone, which means clearly he was a visitor on the dark web, we can assume. In this video, he discusses how he was banned for making comments based on minors, and clearly there were comments that were in a not very good way to be talking about them, and that's why he was banned from such a community, which is surprising to me considering it's supposed to be such a awful community there. From what I saw, that, you know, he clearly did something to get banned on there, which must have been bad. Then the next video, 2 months ago, is named Streamlining PED Discourse. Another one I didn't quite get. A lot of his videos tend to be really a lot of rambling, and he's even brought this up in one of his videos, in fact, where he apologizes that he does seem to stumble over his words and mumble. So to be honest, you kind of get the feeling that he wasn't quite, you know, together with his thoughts, even, you know, like he doesn't come across as, even though it looks like he's scripted his videos from what I could see on quite a few of them, he didn't really seem to be able to keep up with it. Like, he stumbled and fumbled quite a lot, which made me think that he would maybe go off script, and, you know, maybe he just got a bit too emotional about certain things that he couldn't potentially keep to the script, in a sense. But yeah, like, this video, along with other ones, it's about a subject that I won't even say because, you know, YouTube obviously is quite sensitive to certain words, and this is one of them. But as you can see, I said PED discourse. I think you can imagine what it's about. But yeah, I won't get too far into some of the things that he talks about because they are really quite disturbing. At the time of editing this, I have just checked, and for some reason this video that I just spoke about, the streamlining PED discourse, I can't seem to see it on the YouTube channel anymore for some reason, but I did download it before. It looks like it may have been taken off, but yeah, again, I don't want to talk really too much about it because it's, yeah, there's a reason probably why it's not there. Also, I wanted to mention that I don't want to draw any attention to his YouTube channel to the fact that people start subscribing, because the worrying thing that I have seen is that at the start of, recording everything, he had 69 subscribers and it's already gone up to 87. So I understand that people might be curious, as I was myself, but yeah, I don't think people should be subscribing to that channel. There is also another one which is institutionalized pseudo-justice and how it affects pdfillia. Again, I'm not going to say these things, I will just spell them out. You can kind of fill in the gaps yourself, but this was also posted 2 months ago, and it's a lot to take in, and yeah, I had to use a transcript really. Really a lot of his videos, as I say, it's quite difficult really sometimes to even understand what he's saying. But yeah, you can tell that these 2 videos were uploaded kind of within the same time, so I feel like whatever was going on seemed to have built up, these few months ago, and was just kind of festering and seemed to get worse. But then there's a video after that on the 2024 UK riots, and it's titled Quick Thoughts. And that was 1 month ago, where he went on a mad rant, and again, I couldn't really get a lot out of it, but he was giving his opinions on the riots and how he thought people viewed the riots, and yeah, it was just, again, a lot of rambling. Then there's a video which is a response to a YouTuber called J Lillin, and I honestly wasn't aware of this YouTuber before, but yeah, he basically puts clips of his video in his response to him, and he basically tries to debunk his argument against the devil, which, yeah, I didn't really go too much into the videos because a lot of it, honestly, it's not stuff that I would personally really, look up on. It's not my personal thing, but yeah, he's basically arguing about how the acts of, certain things to people that are no longer with us, that's all I'm going to say on the matter, basically. It is okay, and some of the arguments in that video are some of the most disturbing things, honestly, I have heard a person say, especially an 18-year-old boy. Yeah, it's just, honestly, the content of these videos is really quite difficult to watch. Personally, I won't be including too much in here because, yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they end up getting taken down. Yeah, there's another video, sorry, that was a month ago, about the J Lillin, and then there was another video 3 weeks ago which was responding to arguments against the same thing as the last one, similar about people that are no longer with us, and also, scarily, in particular, babies, and his views on just, yeah, things like, what should be allowed to happen to them when they're no longer with us, and yeah, things about, like, the way almost like you can say that your family member can be a donor, once they're passed away. You can imagine what he was trying to say. You should be allowed to donate your child for once they've passed away. It was the most absurd, disgusting, honestly, thing. I genuinely, I couldn't really watch it. And again, he's rambling and stuff, so yeah, honestly, even making this video is quite difficult, if I'm honest. There's a lot of stuff that, it's even quite triggering for me even. But yeah, I do think it's something that really should be spoken about, because there's a lot of speculation, like there always is, about why this happened, and in actual fact, it's nothing that what most people thought. But yeah, it looks like this boy really was quite disturbed from the videos that he was putting up. And yeah, then there is another one that was 2 weeks ago, which is you don't follow epistemic bounded rationality, which honestly, again, I really don't understand a lot of it. I really couldn't get a lot from it, so I didn't really take too much down on this one. But yeah, then there is another one which is more recent. It's like 12 days ago, which is Kingdom Level Above Human. This video, he seems to sound agitated in the way people review the afterlife and how Islam and Christianity are no different than any other idea, including his, which he ends up talking about aliens at some point. Again, it's a lot of rambling, and it doesn't really all make sense, but it sounds to me like he was getting some strange idea, and there was a lot he was thinking about in the afterlife, I guess. When you look at the timing between the uploads, you can tell, as I say, they become more frequent, and also like the crazy playlist he created about Hallelujah. Sorry again. Unwell. But yeah, the crazy playlist he created, it was just 5 different versions of the song Hallelujah. And one of them was quite a strange one, which was just a piano kind of instrumental, which was, the video looked like it was just kind of gold clouds, almost like a godly type kind of scene. And I don't know, it just kind of makes me think that it all kind of ties together. Yeah, it's just really strange. And then after that, there is his Facebook, where it's basically got no profile picture, but shows that he's from Luton. You can see pictures of him, which you can see have been used in the news reports we can see online. So you can imagine that it is his Facebook, but you can only really see a couple of posts on there, and the earliest one I could find was from really kind of Mayish this year, so you don't really see a lot on there. But you can see that he took a trip to Thorpe Park. He looked quite happy. But then in other pictures you see, I just get a kind of strange, kind of subdued, sinister kind of feel about him. He just doesn't look very, I don't know, friendly or happy. But yeah, there was quite a few comments on Facebook, obviously from people, and there's pictures on there that they have put. I'll obviously put them here, where basically it seems to be pictures of the other members of the family, but I can't say for sure whether it is them or not, as it's just on Facebook. But basically the most recent video that he has uploaded is on Facebook, and it's a mega file, which there is a encryption key to watch it. And basically this is the last video he posted, apparently on the morning before, the day before he made the actual attack, which was Friday the 13th. And yeah, basically in the video we find out that he apparently, the reason for his actions is because he basically was playing a video game, well, his sister was playing it, as The Walking Dead Telltale, and there is a decision that you can make where you kill 2 players, like 2 computer people in it. I can't remember the names. I will try and get them and post them here, but basically you had a choice of whether you killed them in front of this little girl character that you have to look after in the game called Clementine. And if you kill them in front of her, then basically it will traumatize the character. As I say, it's obviously a computer game. It's, part of the story. It is a decision that you can choose to make, because it's not really going to affect anyone in real life. It's just a computer game. So because his sister made this choice, basically he actually said such awful words that he was going to really brutally do, I'm not going to say the words, but to her face, because she'd made this choice, and that was his reason for killing her, basically, and I'm guessing the rest of the family. He also talks about another video that he's seen that was by Leonard something or another. I'll put that again in there. And basically that was, they did like a video of, the Clementine's best bits, and he basically states that they also killed the characters in front of Clementine, and that with what he was doing, he was basically a disciple from Clementine, the same way that people are disciples from, from Christianity, and they're sent, messages through Christianity to do certain things for God. He was apparently for Clementine that, and was to basically stop people hurting Clementine in this computer game, which is absolute insanity when you think about it. But yeah, this is basically his reasoning behind it, apparently. And that was his message. That was the last words he said on the end of the video. That was the message he wanted to put out there, which is just so disturbing. But yeah, basically, this is apparently why he did it. And I've seen comments on the J Lillin video originally where he actually said that he was going to do a response video to him, and basically, states like that he's a liar and stuff in the comments. And then he did this response video. And yeah, then there's also a comment on this video that they did for the actual game where he basically writes like, why did you kill them in front of her? Which is just, yeah, it looks like clearly, there was a lot going on in this boy's head, and he needed help, and unfortunately he didn't get it in time, and this happened, and it's such a tragedy. Oh, and I came across a video which I forgot to say was the actual arrest. Someone caught the arrest of Nicholas. Also, in the final editing of this video, I have just found that it looks like his actual Facebook page has been taken down, so I will not be surprised if they try to take the YouTube channel down as well. Obviously, because it does contain a lot of really sensitive stuff. So yeah, please everyone, be really respectful in this time to the family and everyone involved. Right, I'm going to call it a day there, I think, for this one. I'm feeling pretty tired after all that editing and research and putting everything together, so yeah, I hope you found this video informative, and now you at least have a better understanding of why it seems he did this horrible thing. To all the family and friends of those involved, I really hope that you heal from this, and my heart goes out to you. Also, if you know of anyone who needs help, don't leave it too late, or things like this can end up happening. Please reach out to them and do everything you can to get them the right help they need. If you like this video, and please be kind, because as I said, it's my first one and I'm not really a professional video editor, so yeah, there's been a lot of hiccups along the way, but yeah, please do like and subscribe. Please do feel free to leave me a comment and let me know if you think there's anything I can improve, or what you did or didn't like, or if you want me to cover anything further. Thanks again for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye.